He's popularly called Father Tim Sachs. I like that. Good morning, Father Tim Sachs. How are you this morning, and how's Cote d'Ivoire?
Good morning.
Okay,
I'm
I
very
don't know
fine. Cote
if we
d'Ivoire is
have
very
Father
fine this
Tim
morning.
Sachs audio. Okay, come again. Good morning. How's your end this morning?
Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Fine. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, good
can hear
Can
morning,
you hear
you.
me?
Father. How are you today?
Yeah, good morning. Agricos is fine. We thank God. We thank
Okay.
God.
All right. I know a lot. We should have had this conversation last week, but unfortunately, Nigerian network happened and all of those, and we couldn't have it. But a first question to you this morning, Father. Um, the very first question is this: how does it feel to be a music minister and a priest of the Catholic Church?
First of all, I want to appreciate you for having me on the show, Spectrum TV. I appreciate you for inviting me to be part of this Rise and Shine conversation in the morning. To answer your question, it feels so good. I mean, I feel fulfilled to be a priest and also to be a musician. And you know that music goes hand in hand with prayers. To pray well, you also need good music. And I'm so glad I can do this as a priest so that it can also help my spiritual life.
If you pray well, you will make good music. That has to be a nugget this morning. That is a strong one. If you pray well, you make good music. That's a revelation for someone who's into music. That's very
And good
awesome.
music can help you pray well.
Okay, now that goes to say to reinforce the biblical saying that he who sings well actually prays twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes
Okay,
a whole lot of sense. So how long ago did you start playing the sax? When did you pick it up? Somewhere at seminary, or it had always been your thing and you incorporated it into priesthood?
Well, I started as a keyboardist, and along the line during my training in the seminary, I heard the sound of the saxophone somewhere in a church, and I was drawn to it. I was inspired by that sound, and I went closer and I said to myself, "I think this is it for me. I'm going to play this instrument." Then I tried my best. I gathered some few coins, and I bought a saxophone for the first time. That's about 6 to 7 years now. And then I started learning gradually, and this is me today. I'm still learning anyway, but it's all good. I'm happy that I picked it up, and I'm playing the saxophone today.
So, in what ways exactly, when you're talking about playing the sax, in what ways exactly do you use it to, reach out to your congregation or to the people around you? And in terms of, playing the saxophone, do you also play it as, is there some source of income? Are you making money as a sax player? I mean, you already have a brand name, Father Team Sax. That's something that can, literally take you like all over the world. So when you give back through sax playing, what is that, exactly for you?
Well, for the people of God during the worship section, of course, I can't play during the mass. The Holy Mass is structured in such a way that I can actually play. But during the other programs like the worship sections and all of that, I could actually play and inspire the people via the saxophone. I can lead them in worship by playing the saxophone. I have also played at the Uncommon Praise in Abuja. It's an annual event where people gather and praise God all through the night. Another edition is coming up. I sadly may not be there because of the school, but these are avenues where I'm able to play the saxophone to also bless life. In terms of money, I don't charge because I'm a priest. I'm not doing an official business as a saxophonist. Nevertheless, it doesn't stop you from appreciating the man of God. If someone comes to your place, you should at least say thank you. Whatever it is okay. I mean, but there's no charge, there's no price to it. And of course, we have gone to places where we're not giving anything, and it's all to the glory of God. We use that transport, we mobilized everyone to be there because, of course, I will have to go with a keyboardist and some singers and all of that. But some people, maybe they forget, I don't know. But if they appreciate you, fine. If they don't, God will always appreciate you. So that's fine.
Okay, definitely. There's a question I'd like to ask. The Catholic Church and the priesthood is one, church that we know follows through a lot of processes. So, how is the church authorities, relating with you as far as you taking these as part of your life as a priest? Is there a good reception? Is the enabling environment there for you to do this?
Well, very well, very well. The church is really happy with this type of move because to reach out to the people, the gospel is not just by reading the Bible alone or just saying the mass. You should also look for other avenues to reach out to people, and which is also a welcome idea because music is a powerful tool. So the church is really in line with what I'm doing. They're happy that I'm able to do this and also reach out to people to bless them through the sound of the saxophone.
Okay, now I know that from going through your wall, recently you just clicked over 45K followers on Facebook, and I've not checked the other social media, so you're definitely gathering momentum consistently. But let's look at you know your music. What is the central theme of the kinds of music you do? Are you focused on worship or praise, or you just do everything gospel?
Well, actually, I focus on worship. I am a worship-oriented kind of person. I prefer to do the worship music. Nevertheless, I can also touch the praises and the reggae and all of that aspect. But I am more worship-oriented, not tied to it, but I do 90% of worship, and also I try to touch other areas too.
Okay, now there's something I'd like to do before I fire the next question. I know that we have one of your videos, guys are trying to get it downloaded, but I know our viewers right now would love to hear the kind of music that comes from, your sax. So I'm wondering, can you do us a little bit, Pananam? Let's get to feel, the vibes coming from your end.
Yeah. I think I can do something very little. Um,
All right, we're here for it. Amazing,
Amazing,
I hope
amazing
that
Grace.
Grace,
works.
how sweet the sound. Yes, amazing, great sounds, great sounds. I'm going to like to just deviate away a little bit from Father Tim and the saxophone. So if someone would say, let's get to meet Father Tim, apart from playing the sax, we know that priesthood is a serious thing, and trying to balance priesthood and conventional activities is not something that a lot of people know how to do. So would love for you to share, how do you balance priesthood and conventional activities? Because some people might see the fact that you play the sax professionally and get to go to events as a conventional activity for a priest. Have you run into hurdles, brick walls? Have you even gotten into problems with the Catholic system for choosing this path?
Not at all. Not at all. I have a timetable. I make sure. Just now, I'm coming from the mass. So I will not say because I want to be on the Spectrum TV, I will not attend the mass. So I have to attend the mass first to be here. After the mass, like this, I'm free, so I can can do this. Then after this, I can go and do other things. So it's really about balancing. There's always that time you can fix for every other thing, your spare time. So I'm using this spare time to be on Spectrum TV. And if there's any other thing I need to do also, maybe like practice my saxophone, I can use this time to do it. I will not do that during the mass or during any other program. I will attend the program first, then I will find time to do every other thing. So
Okay.
it's about the balance.
All right, now, so just before we let you go, do you have a music album? Are we seeing father teams working towards having a musical collection where Christians can, hop on or possibly get to download or follow through on your different social media platforms?
Yes, I actually just launched a music album, my first music album. That was last month, June 11.
Amazing.
And
That
the
deserves some
title is
hand
Healing
claps.
Sounds. Healing Sounds. I launched it in Abuja before we traveled.
Wow.
So I launched it before I actually traveled to Ivory Coast a week later to begin my studies here. I'm actually working towards putting it on the audio platform, the Boomplay, AudioMac, and the rest. It's still in process. Once it's ready, I'm actually going to put the link out there on my social media page, and then people can actually listen to those healing sounds via the audio platforms.
I like the fact that you called them healing sounds. That's a very big one. Congratulations on your album. So what was the basic inspiration behind the sax, album? What was the inspiration behind it? And what would you say is your best track on the album?
Okay, I started recording some songs gradually over the years. And then this year, I said, okay, it's time to put them together so that people can go to a particular location and listen to all of the sounds that I have been producing over the years. For my favorite, I can say the one I did with the children is one of the tracks I did with the children. Remember, Lord, your compassion is one of the tracks I love. I love all of them, but I think the sound coming from the children, in addition with the sax, gives me a lot of inspiration. I love to listen to that track always. The children are blessed. They really sang with all their heart, and then the sound of the sax too. I think that's for me a true healing sound.
Okay, so before we let you go, what should we be looking for apart from the music album? What else should we be expecting as your fans, as far as music is concerned?
Well, it's a bit difficult now. I'm here trying to learn French and eventually start schooling. I don't know what it will look like when school resumes in October. How are we able to manage my time? For now, I think we should.
I think we should enjoy the things he has given us for now.
Hello?
Right.
Yes, go
Yes,
ahead.
we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
I think the network is poor now.
Yeah, but
Well, I think for now I can just wait.
okay. So speaking of learning French.
Okay. I think for now I'll wait till school resumes. Okay, I will wait until school resumes officially, and let me gauge the.
Okay, so speaking of learning French, I think I'd like for you to tell us goodbye in French. So let's see how much of French you have learned, in the past couple of months, June till now. So what have you learned? Tell Spectrum family all over the country and Africa bye-bye in French.
Well, of course, you will always learn bonjour first. Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. And so far, so good. So far, so good. Je suis content d'être ici avec vous. Que Dieu vous bénisse. Au revoir et bonne journée.
Au revoir. Thank you so much, Father. It's been wonderful hosting you, and we wish you the very best in your academic pursuit, of course.
You heard that one.
Yeah, definitely. I heard that one. At least I've not forgotten that one in
No,
French.
we can't forget that one. All the other ones he said in between, but as long as we heard au revoir, we know it's bye-bye. Thank you so much, Father Timothy Afenoko, for coming on the show this morning. We absolutely enjoyed our conversation with you. We do hope that your time in Cote d'Ivoire is worth the while and that your music, brings you the kind of fulfillment that you desire out of it. Thank you so much for being a part of Rise and Shine this morning.
Okay, that's been a wonderful one
Very.
there. But it's
Thank
about.
you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Amen. Enjoy the rest of your day. Serious conversation. I think the whole friend just tickled my ear a bit. Like,
Okay, so now we prepared a very short video clips for you, and I just like for us to take that. Now, a lot of times our partners make extra sacrifices for us, and we don't get to appreciate it because we feel it's too small, it's too little, it's not what we deserve. We definitely want a lot more until we get to find out what our partners actually have had to sacrifice to bring us those things. So just take this short video and we'll wrap up our conversations with that.
No.
Okay. Whilst we hope that that video would have come up, there seems to be, something missing in transit. But that video is. Let me just summarize what it is about, just in case they can't call it up. But we have a scenario where two partners, the boyfriend or the male partner, has 5,000 naira and gives the lady 4,000 naira out of the 5, and then she complains and murmurs, and he gives her the entire 5,000, and she throws it away, bitter, angry. And then a few moments later, she's passing by in a particular environment, and she sees her said boyfriend lifting. Okay, there we go with that particular video.
That makes no sense. Now we going under. I'm not held by my.
At least it showed us that the woman wasn't a bad person, in the first place. Sometimes we just expect or assume that our partners have, but then we do not know the true state of things. But you need to check who you are as a person first of all.
Well, it's definitely a good story to end, and of course we give credit to the creators of that video, and thank you so much for being part of Rise and Shine Saturday. Always appreciate yourself and appreciate the people around you, because you never can tell how much they've had to sacrifice just to show up to give you the little that they can be afford. My name is Francis Oyima. Let's see you next Saturday. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you for being a part of Rise and Shine today. Thank you for laughing. Thank you for following us across all social media platforms. My name remains Uyai Aneka. Let's do this again next week. But for now, enjoy the rest of your weekend. God bless you.
Okay, now I actually appreciate this look better.
You Rise and Shine Saturday.
Now that takes me to the question.